Hey everybody, thanks for coming back and watching my channel, Hook Hook Crochet. I'm Sandy. Today I have a few things to talk to you guys about. As you may or may not have noticed, I am doing VEDA again. So back in April, VEDA was video every day in April. This month, August, it's video every day in August. So I didn't think I was going to do it again, but I have a friend, a YouTube friend, Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet. I will link her channel in the description of this video. She influences me to do these challenges. All right, so here we go. I put out a few videos, just little mini videos featuring some of my work. I have a video out there featuring some of my aunt's work. There's more to come. Then I had a video showing some of you who don't know how to crochet how to do the chain stitch, which is so fun. It's so therapeutic. Once you learn the skill, you're gonna wonder, "Oh, why haven't I learned this sooner in my life?" Those little girls out there who know how to crochet at 8 years old, you are so lucky to know that because it's gonna help you when in times of stress. I go straight to my crochet. Some of you know my husband. When I find myself, you know, edgy and yelling at everybody, he's like, "Honey, go and pick up your yarn already." So some people have a cigarette, some people have a drink. I pick up this guy right here and my yarn. So today we're going to talk about some yarn. I have a finished object that I want to show you. Uh, I wrapped it back in its package. This guy I was making, I just used one cake of Mandela ombre yarn. Okay, this color is called Happy. That's the name of the color. This is 100% acrylic. It's 344 yards. It called for a 5.5 millimeter hook. Sometimes when a yarn calls for a certain size hook, sometimes I go down a size because I am a loose crocheter. So I very well must have used a 5 millimeter hook for this one because I usually do go down a hook size. So all I did, this was a modern granny. So this required no thinking. If some of you are interested in finding out what is a modern granny, I'm going to see if I can find a link to one of those tutorials and put it down in the description box for you. So I was working on this while stitching with my friends, socially distanced stitching with my friends out in my friend's yard. She's got a big yard. She lives on a golf course, y'all. And we would sit out on her deck, which is huge, and we would just stitch away on Saturday mornings. And we had like 7 Saturday mornings here in Chicago that were sunny. That's unheard of. All right, so that. That's a finished object. It just looks so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like to crochet just to pass the time, just to de-stress. It's very necessary in my life. One of those friends that I got together with, she let me borrow she let me borrow one of her books, and that's this one right here. It's called 3D Granny Squares. And oh my gosh, I saw this and she brought it and she put it down on the table and I started drooling. And she goes, "Sandy, I brought this for you." She says, "You can use it, take it home and work on some of these patterns." And I did. And I have a couple here. Where did I put those? Excuse me. Okay, the first one I did was, of course, I love dogs. So I did the dog one. Now in the book, the dog is a different color. I changed this to kind of look like my dog Gary. I think I did an okay job. Gary was a Jack Russell Terrier. I'll see if I can put his picture in here. Okay, so that's Gary. Gary lived, oh, Gary was how old when he died? I think he was about to turn 14 when he passed. I could be totally wrong. I can't remember now. Anyway, that dog was my best friend. He was my boyfriend, my Gary. So that's my Gary square. And then I worked on this rainbow one with the two little clouds, one on each side. I know that's not really proportion. I could have done a better job, but this was easier than I thought it was going to be. I took a look at that pattern and I thought, oh, that's going to be hard. He's on the front. He made the front page. I didn't get to do a whole bunch of these squares. I can't remember what happened. Oh, did I have like a surgery then? That's when I had my surgery and everything, all my schedule went out the window. And then my son was trying to finish his classes to get his degree, finally get his degree. He waited till the end of 4 years to finally take the required math classes. Oh, I had been telling him every year, take those math classes, take them, take them. No, he waited till the last minute. And then he got me involved. Mom, I need help. Oh my gosh. So he's finished. He's finished. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to be sending him off to Penn State in a few days. We're not going to talk about that right now. Okay, change the subject. I had to pause there for a minute because I had something in my eye and I couldn't just rub my eye because they say don't rub your eyes. You know, this thing that's going around, which I'm not going to say what's going around in 2020. They say it, could have your eyes, it could get in your eyes and then you can get sick like that. So don't touch your eyes. If you wear glasses, wear glasses. If you wear contacts, choose to just wear your glasses. So that's why I have my glasses on today. I definitely won't have time to sit and work on any of these squares for a while, for a few days, because I'll be packing my son and sending him away. Another thing I wanted to show you. Look at this problem that I have with my husband, my dear husband. My husband has this issue where he suddenly needs a piece of paper and he just grabs anything in sight, a piece of mail, a bill, whatever he could find, and he writes on it, which is a problem, but it's not much of a problem as what happened the other day. I woke up and I found. So this is a pattern that I have. It's several pages. What just fell? It's several pages, right? This man decides to grab my pattern and write all over it. Stuff for work. He wrote all over one page, all over the second page. And I'm like, why would you just take my pattern and write on it? He's like, it's on the back. Yeah, it's on the back. But, you know, for those of you who have patterns, you make notes on the back. I don't want these random addresses and random numbers on the back of my pattern. And it's not like I can make a copy really quick because this is in color. Okay, color ink is not just something that's readily available anywhere. I don't have a printer, so when I need something printed, I have to ask a friend to print it for me, or maybe possibly go and pay for it. Usually I don't print stuff. Everything's on the phone anyway. Excuse me, I am so thirsty. Mm. I've been challenging myself to drink a gallon of water every single day. That is harder than you think. But usually if I make it halfway, that's still good. That's still your required 64 ounces of water that you need. I don't know if any of you know, but Caron made Caron came out with new colors for their Caron cakes. And as soon as I heard, I had to run out to Michael's because Michael's is the only place you can get Caron cakes. I got some skinny cakes, which apparently were not available at Michael's. So I take that back. In the past, you could only get skinny cakes online. So now they have them in the store. I'm not really a fan of size 3 yarn. I like worsted weight. I like size 4 yarn, size 5 maybe. But usually my standard go-to is size 4 worsted weight yarn. But Skinny Cakes is a size 3 yarn. And the colors are so lovely. This is called Spectrum. And it is a big ball of yarn. This is 795 yards of yummy goodness. And, I got another one. I'll tell you why in a minute why I got another one. But I got another ball of the same color. And look how different it is because they're cakes and the middle, the center of the cake can start any color sequence. Okay. So because this is two different color sequences. The middle started a different color. Uh, so it looks like two different colors, but they're the same color. So, oh my gosh, these are so yummy. All right. So while I was at Michael's, because they came out with new colors, some colors they said you gotta go, you're out, and they got clearanced out. So this guy right here came home with me. This is a big cake, and he is called, I'm sorry, Shadowberry. Shadowberry. This is it. It looks prettier than before. I obviously has had seen Shadowberry on the shelf before, and it didn't catch my eye. But I think uh, something about this special tag right there catches my eye. Usually they're in orange, or maybe that's just specific to Hobby Lobby. I don't know. But this was on the bottom shelf. So he came home with me. All right. Now, I also bought a ball of Rainbow Jellies yarn. I purchased a Caron Big Cake in Rainbow Jellies. Let me insert what the ball of Rainbow Jellies look like when it's in a full cake. I'll put that in here. And I dove right into it. I started making a market bag holding the yarn triple. Okay, that's the Navajo technique. Started making a market bag, and here's how far I got with one ball of yarn. Okay, obviously this is not big enough. We needed more yarn. Fine. I went out and I set out to get another ball of Rainbow Jellies yarn. I know some of you are thinking, why didn't you get two in the first place? When I went to the store, it was buy one, get one half off. Now, those cakes of yarn are $10. Now, I don't have money coming out of, so I didn't want, I really wanted to buy every single new color, but it's just I I couldn't. I'm not made of money. So I bought just the two, not knowing what I was going to do with it, and no thinking if I need more, just wait till another paycheck comes in and then get more. Well, they were out of that color. They were out of that color. Out, completely out. Who was I kidding? That's a gorgeous color. That is gorgeous. Look at this rainbow. This is so beautiful. Of course they would run out. So that is why, I'm in the store. I'm set out to buy one thing of yarn because they're not buy one get one half off at this point. They're 20% off your total purchase. Okay? So I didn't have it. Well, I can't just leave Michael's without buying anything. So I thought, well, let's look at the clearance selection. So that's when I found this guy. But then I thought, that's why I bought that second ball of Spectrum, because at first I just bought the one. So at first I bought, just the one, and thinking because it's size 3, I can make a bag holding it triple, Navajo style, and make a bag. Well, I don't know. If you're like me, it's just so pretty. You don't want to disturb it. You don't want to disturb the gorgeousness of the yarn. That was my attitude. That was my thinking. So when they didn't have my rainbow jellies, I said, well, I'll just buy another one of the Spectrum. One to look pretty on the shelf, and then one to actually use. So that's why I bought the second one. Excuse me. That's what's been going on in the Hook Crochet family. Tell me what you've been working on. Some of you who do crochet, what have you been working on in the summer? I started a blanket early this summer, and it's getting so big that I'm not going to work on it anymore until it gets a little cooler out, because it's just so hot. And I know we have air conditioning, but there's something about having a blanket on top of you in the summer that's just wrong in my thinking. It's just no. So I will be working on that come fall when everything settles down in my home. Because, like I said, we're going to be moving my son over to Penn State. And that'll be, kind of a weird day. It'll be one less person in the house, so my house will seem bigger. I'm going to head out, and I got some laundry to do from his apartment at ISU. Still, I'm not finished. It's taking me all summer to complete that mess. So I'm going to be doing that, and I will see you soon. Of course, I'll see you tomorrow because it's video every day in August. So happy August, everybody, and take care and stay safe. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and comment down below. All right, thanks.